guys, it's Joey, and I know it has been a hot minute, but I've been busy letting TikTok run my life. So because the spooky season is upon us, I thought it'd be kind of fun to talk about some jump scares in my favorite horror films. Now, if you're not a horror fanatic like me, you probably really don't know what a jump scare is. Well, it's something like this. So basically a scare that comes out of nowhere and turns your pants a little brown and makes your heart just kind of jump out of your chest for a second, just for a brief hot moment, and then you're back to being scared again of the whole atmospheric thing. So for me, I have a love-hate relationship with jump scares. When done right, I appreciate them. I love them. They usually get me 99.9% of the time, but when done wrong, I can anticipate them, I get bored of them, and I'm left looking like this. In today's video, I'm going to show you my top 5 favorite jump scares in some of my favorite horror films, so please be warned, jump scares are going to occur in this video. A lot. So the first jump scare we're going to talk about is from a movie that gave me nightmares for the longest time. And I think I was about 14 or 15 when I saw this movie, and it messed me up so bad, I actually called my mom to come get me from the sleepover I was at when I saw it. It was... Ooh. And it took me a while to be able to even watch the movie again because that jump scare, it messed me up bad. So the movie is called The Descent. It is a fantastic movie. I highly recommend it. I had not heard about it before I saw it. I had no idea what it was about. My friend had rented it for our sleepover. We usually watched a lot of scary movies, so I was excited. And the main plot is that these group of friends are going cave diving, and that itself already bothered me because I wouldn't say I'm claustrophobic, but I cannot watch people in claustrophobic situations. It makes it hard for me to breathe, and I'm not even there. So for the first hour, nothing's really happening except these women are going cave diving, and there's some kind of situations where you're like, I don't think we should be where we should be here. No. And then we are left with this golden scene. But I had no idea this movie was about humanoid creatures hunting these girls down. I had no idea. So the fact that it kind of came out of nowhere really unsettled me. And after that, I was basically watching the movie like this. And when we finished it, you know, we're all talking about, oh, this movie was so good. Oh, wow, that was crazy. That part where she did that. And I'm over here in the corner just like, and it took me the longest time to finally just get over my fear and watch it for what it was. And I appreciate the movie now. I will put it on every once in a while and watch it. I always find it's less scary when I watch it with a group of friends. So my fiance's friends are big into horror as well, and I was talking it up to them saying, oh, this movie messed me up. And we sit down and we're all watching it, and all the comments they were making, it just made the movie too much fun. Like, I couldn't get scared. They didn't get scared, obviously, because they were joking about every little thing. And so I can't see the movie the same way anymore because of them. Now, of course, no horror list can be complete without everybody's favorite guilty pleasure, the Paranormal Activity series. I will be the first to say this series isn't perfect, but I have so much fun watching it. I like the found footage genre, and Paranormal Activity was just one of those films that it really was unnerving, and I think the slow burn was what got me. So basically, Paranormal Activity 2 is sort of like a prequel sequel to the first one. It's about Katie's family. They are dealing with some crazy stuff, some paranormal stuff, if you will. And weird things are just happening, and the daughter's kind of documenting everything. Their house gets broken into early in the film, so they install cameras, which I thought was really smart. There was a reason for the cameras to be set up in the house. And there's one scene where Katie's sister, I can't remember her name for the life of me, she's by herself, she's in the kitchen, she's just stressed out, and then all of a sudden, this happens. I don't know why I think in my head I thought maybe something would slam shut, or maybe you'd see something run by. I don't know. I was not expecting all of that, and now it's a huge meme. I see it all the time. It's just one of those things that when I first saw it, it legitimately made me jump. I was not ready for that. And even when I'm in my own kitchen, I get a little like, Is Casper gonna help me cook today? Sally? I don't know. The Paranormal Activity series has a lot of fun jump scares. They do have a lot of fake out jump scares as well, but because of how they're filmed, I forgive it for its fake outs more often than not. But yeah, this is one of my favorites. Signs is one of my favorite films. I absolutely adore this. It's such a good character piece and I really appreciated it. I saw it at a young age, and when I was young, I was more so into the scares, not so much the story. But as an adult, I really love the story and I love the character development between Graham and his brother and even the kids. Bo and Morgan, their relationship, and then Morgan's relationship with his father. It was just, it's really touching. But even still, it is not without a jump scare. This jump scare gave me nightmares. And for the longest time, even though I loved the movie, I would not watch that scene. I knew when it was gonna come and I always kind of prepared myself. I turned away and I waited until I heard the music and then the birds flying that I was ready to, okay, let's integrate back in here. So the scene is where Graham has just finished talking to Ray, the man who was responsible for his wife's death, and he's kind of asking for his forgiveness and telling him, don't go into my pantry, I locked one of them in there. And at this point, Graham is still not sure if the whole alien thing is real, what's happening. He kind of is unsure at this point. He's seen some things, but he's not, 100%. And so he goes into Ray's house just kind of thinking maybe he caught like a kid or someone messing around. And it's kind of a mix between almost comedic and a little awkward. And he's pretending he's a police officer and he's trying to scare this person into kind of giving up themselves. And he gets a knife and he puts it under the pantry to see. And he doesn't see anything in there. And he goes, okay, well, I just saw shadows walking through. And he's kind of beside himself, and then this happens. So this scene caught me off guard. There's no music whatsoever. It's just the sound of a hand coming out. And I was like, nope. I can sort of watch it. I'm at this weird place in my life where if I've got the movie on, I'll pay attention to that scene. But I in my head, I am like trying hard not to look at the TV when that scene is on. I don't find it that scary anymore, but my subconscious is like, no. I don't know, it's just one of those things. But yeah, Signs was definitely top tier film, and that was also a top tier scare. The entire movie of Sinister. I refuse to watch that movie. It is basically jump scare galore. Even though the story is actually really intriguing and very good, I can't just like pop that movie in and watch it like I do my other horror films. I can't because too many scenes where he's just like, I can't. Even watching CinemaSins Counter, I couldn't. Ugh. Anyone who knows me knows I will not watch that movie. I will not sit through that movie. Whew! It's too damn scary. I absolutely adore this film, and I've gotten a lot of people to watch it and enjoy it as well, so yay me. 1982's The Thing. So The Thing is a remake of the 1950s version, The Thing from Another Planet, but this one has Kurt Russell. Ah! So what I love most about this film, besides the amazing creature effects, is the distrust that the cast has, because no one knows who the Thing is. It can replicate anyone. And so throughout the entire movie, you're left to wonder who is the Thing. Even at the very end, we're kind of left with, okay, so is he a thing? Maybe? The movie is very, it's so good. I love it. And the jump scare scene I deem the most worthy is when Nora's kind of like has chest issues or something, and they decide they gotta use the defibrillator. defibrillator. The defibrillator. What is that word? They gotta use the defibrillator on him, and we get this.
Clear.
I love it. When I first saw it, I did jump. I wasn't expecting, it's not a scene where you expect anything to happen. It's more so like, is he gonna live? Obviously not, he's dead. But it was just like, ah! Do you see this? This movie, I hype it up so much. It's so good. And there's a whole bunch of other jump scares in this movie. But that one was just, I didn't see it coming. I didn't know I was supposed to anticipate something like that happening, but there it is. There it's happening. There. So there you have it. Those are some jump scares from some of my favorite horror films. There's a ton of jump scares in horror. Like, there's a ton. I could have put It. I could have put Mama. I could have put, obviously, The King, which is Halloween. Possibly Friday the 13th, but I'm gonna be real. That's not my favorite series. I don't like to watch it. Halloween? Yes. Mama Loves Me. Some Michael Myers. So I hope you guys enjoyed that video. I love horror films and all things scary and spooky, and this is the time for me. This is my season. So there will be a lot more spooktacular content coming your way this month. So until next time, keep smiling, guys. Bye. Ooga booga.